Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Some fuel system cleaner could help. It cleans your entire fuel system to help improve your fuel economy. Right now, you can get Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner for just $4.99, plus a $1 bonus reward if you're an AutoZone Rewards member. Not a member? We can sign you up fast right here in store or on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. How can I make the most of waiting for my next big vacation?
Translate your questions into goals by investing with Merrill Edge Self-Directed. It's more accessible than you think, with helpful planning tools plus free online stock and ETF trades, so you can keep practicing your pronunciation. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/withinreach to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated. Registered broker-dealer, member SIPC. Other fees may apply. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Now, your Game Time traffic.
I'm Will Garrett from your Game Time Traffic Center. Starting off with some delays right now if you're heading up towards Jackson County. This is on 85 northbound, north of Highway 129. A multi-vehicle crash there still partially blocking the right lane. Closer to town, no real delays to speak of. We do have a stall, 285 east near Spaghetti Junction. The west side getting a little bit busy. 285 south before Hollowell Parkway, and the connector just filling in like it always does as you travel through Midtown, heading down past Interstate 20. From the Game Time Traffic Center, I'm Will Guerra on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game and John and Hugh in the morning
are teaming up with Amy Witherwright and 1-800-TRUCK-WRAP
to kick off a new year with our National Signing Bonus.
Oh, man, you're awesome.
Listen weekday mornings at 8:10 for your chance to win.
We're giving away $1,000 a day to kick off the new year from 1-800-TRUCK-WRAP.
The team that puts people first, taking care of our community because you matter.
Hey, Amy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Hugh. Well, you know, the signing bonus concept is really about helping people kick off the new year in the right way. You're going to get to give away $1,000 a day, Monday through Friday, for all 4 weeks of January.
Johnny Green from Jackson, Georgia.
You got $1,000 in your pocket now, man. What you going to do with the $1,000?
Maybe buy something for my wife, make her happy, buy some hunting gear, maybe.
Since you called in and you won, I think you should get the hunting gear, Johnny.
That's the voice of reason, buddy.
For more info and a second chance to win, go to 929thegame.com.
Spectrum Mobile is the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. It's easy to see why millions have chosen a better way to mobile. With Spectrum Mobile, there are no contracts and no added fees. Even nationwide 5G is included at no extra cost. Switch today and you could save big. Grab your current mobile bill and use the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator to see how much you can save. Click to learn more. Spectrum Internet required based on Q2 2020 subscriber data. Services not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, we continue to raise the standard in cancer care while prioritizing the safety of our patients. Our team has treated every type of cancer, so nothing is rare to us. This depth of expertise allows us to offer customized treatments, including groundbreaking therapies only available here. What will we do in the pursuit of making cancer history? Whatever it takes. More at findyourmdanderson.com.
Truist believes potential is everywhere, not just on Main Street, but all the way to the gridiron. That's why we're breaking down this week's most inspiring football moments and highlighting a team who came together and reached their potential. Yards of Potential, presented by Truist.
For the first time in league history, the playoff bracket was expanded to include 14 total teams. The Cleveland offense continued to roll in Week 17, putting up 24 points against Pittsburgh, earning them the 6th seed going into the playoffs.
Yards of Potential, presented by Truist.
If you're the parent of a new or returning college student with learning or attention challenges, do the increasing cases of coronavirus make you nervous about sending your student to campus? If yes, take a look at Landmark College, where they'll get the learning experience they need. Our rural Vermont campus and small student population promote safety and a personalized education. Visit landmark.edu to learn more.
So what do you think this diamond ring is worth?
Well, I could give you $700 for it.
Really? I paid $5,000 for it, and $700 is the best you can do?
Jewelers offer you one price, theirs. Finally, there's someone on your side that you can trust with your best interests at heart. Worthy introduces you to over 1,000 buyers who compete to get you the most for your jewelry, up to 3 times more than the local jeweler. Find out how much you'll get by going to worthy.com today.
Good afternoon. Would you like to try a free sample of our double fudge brownie?
Oh, sure. That's very good. I'll just take one more, just to be sure. Yep, still very good.
Some things never change, like never being able to take just one free sample. And Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Is that macadamia nut I taste? You take one more.
Sir?
Yeah, I thought so.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Another sports flash. Just moments away. Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
The home for our Atlanta United.
Right back to the middle. Barco! Score!
MLS in the ATL.
And we are your official station for all things Atlanta United.
To Martinez! Slam dunk! 2-0 Atlanta United.
The official home for the Atlanta United.
Jump up in the flame. To Martinez! And it bounces in!
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
The home for our Atlanta United.
On the left edge of the 18. Almiron sends it into the box. Hit it in! A goal by Chris McCann! We will be victorious.
MLS in the ATL. Our Atlanta United play here.
We'll always be that attacking-minded team.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
And now, Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, Sports Flash.
I'm Mike Conti. College football's national championship is on the line tonight with Alabama facing Ohio State down in Miami. It brings a turbulent college football season to an end, and Nick Saban says it was a worthwhile effort to try to play it.
I know this has been a challenging year for all teams in college football, and I think there's a lot of folks out there that we need to thank for making the season be what it is. I think it's been helpful to the players and the opportunity that they have to compete and play.
Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. Both teams advanced with wins in the Rose and Sugar Bowls, respectively, last Friday. The Hawks try to end their 4-game losing streak tonight when they host the 76ers. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. The Hawks confirmed Sunday night that Bogdan Bogdanovic suffered an avulsion fracture in his right knee Saturday. There's no word on when he will be back. The search process continues for the Falcons, who still haven't hired a general manager nor a head coach. ESPN reports the Falcons have zeroed in on Saints executive Terry Fontenot as one of 2 or 3 finalists for the general manager post. They interviewed Titans OC Arthur Smith for the head coaching vacancy today. Keeping you up to date on Atlanta sports when it happens, I'm Mike Conti from the Kia Studios on your home of tonight's Hawks 76ers game. Tip-off at 7:30. Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Atlanta Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Buford. Hello. Hey, it's John from John and Hugh in the Morning Show. Don't forget the morning menu every morning at 6:40. 3 questions you need to answer on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
I think when these rumors started, everybody was losing their minds, and a lot of folks were going, what do you mean Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston? There is nobody better to talk to about this than my old buddy John McClain, who's covered the NFL for over 30 years, writes for the Houston Chronicle, covers the Houston Texans as well, one of the best national guys that you could ever talk to. So we're trying to get clarity. We want to start there because obviously, John, Deshaun is from Gainesville, which is north of Atlanta. Folks here are familiar with him, obviously goes to Clemson, and he has a big following here. So when this came out, people were like, oh, is there any way the Falcons could trade to make it happen? What are you hearing? What do you know about this whole Deshaun Watson situation?
Well, first I can tell you, Carl, Deshaun Watson will not be traded under any circumstances. He has not told the Texans he wants to be traded. He's wanted to be consulted in the search for the general manager and the search for the head coach. He told the owner, Cal McNair, he reached out to McNair several weeks ago about having lunch, asking him what he was looking for in a head coach. He told him, I want to hire the best head coach possible, offense or defense. And then he said, keep me appraised. And Watson called him 2 or 3 times last time. I don't know if it was before or after their last game when they lost on the last play of the Titans, that he put in his 2 cents again. And what's weird about a GM search, players know nothing about general manager candidates because none of us do. We don't know what Nick Caserio did behind the scenes in New England. Nobody knows what a personnel guy does. Now, I go by what people who cover the team up there, people like Ted Johnson who played there when Caserio started. He's covered him for the media 2 different times since his career's ended. People who worked with Caserio. Everywhere, people think Nick Caserio is more deserving of any candidate in the NFL to be a GM because he's never been one. He put in 20 years, and all this stuff with Watson happened before he was hired. And I keep seeing people around the league talking about anonymous sources saying Watson's unhappy that Caserio was hired. No, that's not the case. He's unhappy because they didn't let him know. He wasn't trying to hire the GM, and they told him, we'll let you know on the coach because that's the one that directly affects him. And in Houston, nobody likes the Caserio hire because he came from the Patriots like Bill O'Brien. And anything that's got, if you ever shook hands with Bill O'Brien or he acknowledged you running off the field, people here don't want that person hired. But in New England and around the NFL, the Caserio hiring has been met with a positive response from everybody. I've never heard anything negative about Caserio, and I'm guessing when the Buccaneers are through, Tom Brady might be calling Watson since he's really tight with Caserio and say, man, here's what you're getting. And then, of course, they're still looking for a head coach.
It is John McClain. You recognize the voice, guys. He's been around the league for years and does a great job. Old buddies with Carl from his time in Houston. What happened with Eric Bieniemy, and why is he not getting traction, or what's going on? We hear the phrase, some guys don't interview well. What's up with the job in Bieniemy?
Well, I'm amazed because people are saying Watson wants Bieniemy hired. That's not what he said. When we asked him near the end of the year, one of our writers was doing a feature on Bieniemy. So what do you think about Eric Bieniemy? He said, well, I don't know him. I've met him a couple times at the end of games saying congratulations, but here's what I think. I asked him about Matt Eberflus, the Colts defensive coordinator, who he talked to after the last Colts game on the field, and I said, did it dawn on you? You might have been talking to your next head coach. No, it didn't. What do you think about it? Because he goes up against him twice every year and 3 times in 2018. So he had said great things about Eberflus. Now, the Texans search committee has been talking to people, and it's fine to talk to a general manager, but I've been writing and broadcasting. Why in the world would any search committee that hadn't hired a general manager be talking to head coaches? It's a waste of time. Now Nick Caserio went to work today. He has his list of people that he wants to interview, started with Leslie Frazier, the Bills' former general manager who was the head coach for a while, and the wide receivers coach, Culley, from the Ravens, and he'll want to interview more because what they did before, Joe Brady, Jim Caldwell, Marvin Lewis, I think they may have talked to one more. And if Eric Bieniemy had talked to them, it'd been a waste of time because then you'd have to talk again to Caserio, and then when you narrow the list, you talk to him again. So you're supposed to do 3 interviews with multiple teams. So I don't know why he wasn't on their list originally. I don't know if he's on Caserio's list or not. I've only seen 2 that have gotten out this morning, but I know there'll be more.
John, what do you make of this Doug Peterson situation? And I'm already seeing, Peterson to the Texans because he's an offensive guy and he'd help Deshaun Watson. What do you make of what happened there today with Peterson in Philly?
Yeah, boy, he helped Carson Wentz, didn't he? He helped Nate Sudfeld. He helped for a couple of games Jalen